Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We got 12 matchups on this NBA slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. And yeah, guys, we'll hop in it. A lot of big slate today. And so yeah, we'll hop in it here. Let's get some wins. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Indiana Pacers. Timberwolves opening up as a 1-point road favorite with the over-under at 235.5. Timberwolves coming into this matchup 9-8, 6-11 covering the spread. The Pacers 10-6, 11-5 covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Pacers are 6-4 in their last 10 meetings. Don't see any crazy injuries here. Minnesota on a little 4-game winning streak right now. Pacers on a 5-game winning streak, 8-2 in their last 10. Tough matchup here. Both teams playing well. Minnesota has struggled against the Pacers here, 2-5 covering against the Pacers, 2-5 straight up against the Pacers here. And yeah, Pacers playing well here, playing good at home. Both teams on a winning streak. Pacers have been the better head-to-head team and better team these last 10 games here. I'll take a shot with the Pacers money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets opening up as a 4-point home favorite with the over-under at 214.5. Sixers coming into this matchup 9-8, 10-7 covering the spread. The Hornets 4-14, 7-10-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Philly is 9-1. Very dominant head-to-head here. Embiid is questionable, so be sure to check his status. No LaMelo. Philly coming off a nice Brooklyn win yesterday without Embiid. Got a nice home win. Charlotte 1-9 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game losing streak here. Yeah, even if Embiid's out, hopefully he does play here. Philly is 8-0 on the road against Charlotte. 17-1 against Charlotte. They've just been absolutely dominant. I'm gonna take Philly +4. Charlotte's just so bad here. Even if Embiid is out, I'm still gonna take Philly +4 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs opening up as an 8.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 217. Blazers coming into this matchup 10-7, 12-5 covering the spread. The Cavs 11-6, 10-6-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Portland is 6-4 in their last 10 meetings. Yeah, no Lillard for Portland here. Portland, they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak here. And Cleveland 7-1 at home. Great home team. Yeah, I'm liking the Cavs. With no Lillard, it's tough. If Lillard plays, it'd be a different game here, but I like the Cavs at home, -8.5. Playing great at home here. Not in love with the spread. Maybe tease that a bit, honestly, but we'll take a shot with Cavs -8.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Toronto Raptors. Raptors opening up as a 2-point home favorite with the over-under at 221.5. Nets coming into this matchup 8-10, 8-10 covering the spread. The Raptors 9-8, 10-7 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Toronto is 6-4 head-to-head here. Brooklyn coming off a Philly loss yesterday. Bad loss for Brooklyn here, playing a Philly team without Embiid and Maxey, and couldn't get the win. Toronto coming off an Atlanta loss. Brooklyn 5-14 against Toronto, 2-14 on the road against Toronto. They really do struggle against Toronto here. Yeah, I like the Raptors at home. I'm just not in love with the Nets. I mean, they had their full starting squad and they couldn't beat a Philly team without Embiid yesterday. I just don't know about the Nets here. I'll take Raptors -2 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. Celtics opening up as a 4-point home favorite with the over-under at 218.5. Mavs coming into this matchup 9-7, or 11-1 covering the spread. The Celtics 13-4, 9-8 covering the spread. Head-to-head, both teams have won 5 out of their last 10 matchups. Mavs 1-7 on the road, not playing well on the road at all. Mavs coming off a Denver loss. Boston coming off a Chicago loss, 9-1 in their last 10. I mean, Boston playing great here. 5-0 at home. Great home team against a team that just can't win on the road. I think it's going to be tough for the Mavs on the road here, and not in love with it. I'm going to take Celtics -4 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks opening up as a 5.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 238.5. Kings coming into this matchup 10-6, 12-4 covering the spread. The Hawks 10-7, 7-9-1 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Sacramento is 6-4 in their last 10 meetings. Don't see any injuries here. Sacramento, they're on a 7-game winning streak right now. Atlanta coming off a Cleveland loss. At Sacramento, I mean, they're playing great basketball. 7-1 covering in their last 8. And, yeah, Kings are hot right now. Getting them +5.5. I like it the way they're playing right now. Give me Sacramento +5.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Washington Wizards versus the Miami Heat. Heat opening up as a 1.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 211.5. Wizards coming into this matchup 10-7, 8-1 covering the spread. The Heat 7-11, 5-13 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Miami is 7-3. Bradley Beal is questionable here. Miami, no Jimmy Butler. Duncan Robinson, Max Strus. Just so many injuries here on this Miami team. I just don't love it. Washington on a 2-game winning streak, 7-3 in their last 10. They did beat Miami by 1 a few games ago. Heat on a 4-game losing streak. Just too many injuries here, and I just don't love this Heat team right now. Way too many pieces off, and I'll take Wizards +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over-under at 219.5. Bulls coming into this matchup 7-10, 8-1 covering the spread. The Bucks 12-4, 10-6 covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Bucks are 8-2, so they've been the dominant head-to-head team here. Chicago coming off a Boston win. I mean, they're 1-4 in their last 5. Bucks coming off a nice Portland win. Chicago 2-18 against the Bucks. That's absolutely crazy. 2-6 covering against the Bucks. Bucks 9-1 at home. Yeah, I like the Bucks here. Bulls, they just cannot beat the Bucks for whatever reason. They just have not had any success. I'll take Bucks -7 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Denver Nuggets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Nuggets opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 229. Denver coming into this matchup 10-7, 7-10 covering the spread. The Thunder 7-10, 10-7 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Denver is 8-2, so they've been the much better head-to-head team here. Don't see any major injury. Looks like Jokic is back from what I'm seeing. Denver coming off a Detroit loss. It's been pretty tough without Jokic and Jamal Murray, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like they're both good to go here. I don't see them on the injury report. And yeah, Jamal Murray and Jokic are good to go here. I'm going to take Denver -2 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the New Orleans Pelicans versus the San Antonio Spurs. Pelicans opening up as a 7-point road favorite with the over-under at 232. Pelicans coming into this matchup 10-7, 9-8 covering the spread. The Spurs 6-12, 9-9 covering the spread. Head to head, the Spurs are 7-3. Don't see any major injuries here. Pelicans coming off a huge Warriors beatdown. Spurs, they're 1-9 in their last 10 on a 5-game losing streak here. Yeah, I just don't trust the Spurs. Looks like Pelicans got a pretty healthy lineup here. Give me Pelicans -7 money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Utah Jazz. Jazz opening up as 11.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 229. Detroit coming into this matchup 4-15, 8-9-2 covering the spread. The Jazz 12-7, 12-7 covering the spread. Head-to-head, Utah is 9-1, so the much better head-to-head team here. Detroit coming off a 2-point Denver win. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Utah coming off a Clippers loss. No Mike Conley or Rudy Gay. Yeah, Detroit 0-6 on the road against Utah. 1-11 on the road. 1-11 against Utah. Yeah, I just think 11.5 points is a lot. It really is. Even from one of the better teams. I think it's a lot of points here. I'm not sold on the Jazz with that big spread. I do like the Jazz to win at home, but I'll take a shot with Detroit plus 11.5 on the road. And then the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors. Warriors opening up as a 9-point home favorite with the over-under at 222.5. Clippers coming into this matchup 11-7, 9-9 covering the spread. The Warriors 8-10, 6-12 covering the spread. Head-to-head, the Clippers are 6-4. No Paul George or Kawhi. So, out for the Clippers right there. Clippers on a 3-game winning streak, playing well. Warriors coming off just an absolute beatdown against the Pelicans. The Warriors, man, I just feel like they're going to be very hit or miss this season. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're not that trustworthy Warriors team that we've come to know for whatever reason. But without Kawhi and Paul George here, it's got to be a great spot for the Warriors at home. I mean, they have to take advantage. And surely they can't lose to this Clippers team without their stars. I mean, that's just a bad look for the Warriors. Not in love with the spread, but I do like the Warriors to win at home. And we'll take a shot with the Warriors -9 at home here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.